doing? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? As always, want to start with the economic calendar. Today we have 10 a.m. news as well. And we had that little 8:15 news, which is created a short-term high. It is NFP week, so I honestly personally think that either AM sessions can be nice or deliver a price run, or it's going to be lunch or PM session today. Well, that's pretty much the whole day, though, so I don't know what I'm yapping about. I don't really like this price action. If we look on the hourly chart, this is kind of just what I want to base everything on. And I don't even really want to go on a lower time frame chart. Just because, I mean, the price is only going to do what the hourly chart can do. And as you can see, we came up, took previous day high. Also within this inefficiency, if we zoom out here, this is a daily SIBI that we have. We're in the lower portion of that, so constant encroachment. We're not trading at that yet. We do have bullish order flow, so you definitely got to be careful because it's NFP week, and like I like discount draws on liquidity, but I have to be careful because this is a daily fair value gap that we're kind of we could possibly create. So price could be bullish today and fail to make a lower low because it's creating that daily fair value gap. We had these very nice smooth lows here that got traded into, and then we also have this low right here. As we see, we created a high here at 8:15. If we go to another layout, I have previous day high right there. Also want to note, we have two 15-minute fair value gaps that I have extended out to the right. Both these. And as you see, we almost hit constant encroachment, fell just short of that. And using this, we are in yesterday's first presented PM fair value gap, so I want to be bearish here, but this just looks like bullish accumulation in a discount. We have this huge sell-off here, trade into liquidity. False breakout traders are tempted. I do like the sell side liquidity here, and the fact that we have a huge, not a huge, but just kind of this nice displacement as well. This happened yesterday. So we have a nice discount displacement here. That could also act as a draw on liquidity. I think it will, likely for the rest of the week, but today is kind of challenging, so I want to stay patient. We're still on the Trade Debate live account, so that's what we're working with here. We just created a larger busy, so paying attention to this. We have this huge sell side imbalance. Was it not this chart? I thought it was this chart that I had it marked out. So I want to pay attention to this large displacement because this is going to be important. If we're bearish, what it would do is it would come up to constant encroachment, not trade at all past that, and then we get some sort of sell. But as you see, we're already kind of respecting the low of this as a discount, and we have bullish order flow. So I'm curious to see if we want to run to this high. I'm gonna be very still and impatient, and I do like this first presented fair value gap that's below these lows. That looks nice. I do want to go to this. This is a daily SIBI that I have marked. There's a lot of annotations on this chart. These are all these like other ones are just 1 hour fair value gaps, and as you see, we're in a daily SIBI here. Wait, was I on the weekly chart when I went to this? Oh no. So we have this premium daily SIBI. and we're at 0.25 of that right now. This right here is hard to see, but 0.25 of the weekly sell side imbalance. We do have relative equal lows. Buy side taken, buy side taken. So failing to get to constant encroachment here. 925 is kind of when the market starts spooling a little bit. I do like how we're below this fair value gap. So we do have midnight opening range. I'm not going to mark it on this chart, but yeah, this is the midnight opening range here. Wait, it's not? Midnight opening range, Asia range, and London 2 to 230 are all accompanying the same range, pretty much. I do want to draw this fair value gap here, because you start at 2, go to the right, and this is your first largest fair value gap. So normally this would be a short for me, possibly in here at constant encroachment, but I just don't like it because anytime I see a signature like this where we are spending a lot of time slowly working our way higher, we are respecting discount arrays, I don't want to go long. And we could just break right through this because we are in a 15-minute fair value gap. Notice this, but I just don't love that narrative. I've already done plenty on the week for me, so I just want to stay patient. As you see, we're already trading to the high of that, not really respecting it. Why? Because of the discount accumulation. This is a good indicator that I have here. You can mark any 30-minute range. I had to do a bunch of like setting it up, but you can have all these for like this is yesterday PM session. You can do 9 to 9:30. So I have a bunch of those indicators. Not a bunch, but I have that set up. Something to note out is ES does have relative equal highs. These are relative equal highs here, so we're in yesterday's first presented PM fair value gap. I want to see expansion. I kind of want to trade this, but like this could possibly be an entry here, but or down into this fair value gap. But I kind of want to see a short-term low swept. So yeah, I'm staying ultra patient today. It's 9:30 right there. Flurry into that fair value gap. Now let's see if we expand higher from that. We have an opening range gap premium here. What do we have? We have previous day high still exists on RTH, so something to note there. Yeah, look at that, trading the fair value gap, and now I would want to see us expand up into previous day high here. We're at constant encroachment of that 15-second sell side imbalance. So we should stay light here. We do have still some sell side here, but I think we should just expand into that buy side. This is a 15-minute fair value gap. Look at the reaction off that. And hitting 0.5 of this. So this should give us a run up higher. This should be light in here. If we break below this constant encroachment, then I wouldn't like that. $9.30 for value gap is about to form here. I already don't like that wick. We have a buy side imbalance here. Keep in mind that we have 10 a.m. news, so this can cause the market to be stagnant until then. Now look at that. I think we might want to trade into this low here. Nothing to trade though. Nothing to place live funds on. So what's good, Eddie? What's good, Mike Devs? How you boys doing? ES wants these relative equal highs. ES and NASDAQ already not moving in tandem here. It's actually very nice to see. You have this daily buy side imbalance all the way over there. That's the low that we put in. Buy side imbalance is being used. Should take us up into a premium. Constant encroach to this wick. So like for me personally, like we just have very low volatility. I mean, you can always trade with more contracts, but like I don't want to trade a 30 point move essentially. You can always use more contracts, but for me, I'd rather not. Yeah, it looks like we're being held here with that 10 a.m. news. If we go buy side traded into now we've kind of created a balanced price range here. See if we want to work our way up to this high here. Zero 0.5 of that Sibby's hit. Trading above liquidity, and now now we're back into the range. News at 10 a.m. This should be used as discount to send price higher. Notice how we still have a opening range gap lower, or we opened higher, so we still have an opening range gap. Using first presented fair value gap here. New high created. Let's see if we want to trade into this 15-minute SIBI. Here. Okay, the fact that we failed to trade above that high is kind of concerning, but if we got 5-minute order flow, it's clearly bullish. I mean, this low could get traded into today, but I just think it's very unlikely. Just want to wait for that news and then see what happens after that. What's left. And that's how I'm going to trade today, if I do trade at all. I don't care to get in any of this. Okay, now let's see if we use first presented fair value gap as a premium array. Look at this chart. We have midnight opening range. On the 29th. Caught that long. Nice. When you bring it back activated? I don't think I ever will, to be honest. I'm fully at peace just knowing that. I don't know. I don't really gotta like record myself doing stuff, you know? It was kind of cool, but you know, it is what it is. I slice delay low. Alright, so I'm looking at this constant encroachment level. Since this has already been balanced out, if we want to trade down into it, it should be sensitive. But if we're bearish and want to trade lower, this will get traded through. Like if we look at yesterday, that's like a perfect example of exactly what happened. We had this balanced around it, trade above it, manipulated into it, and then here, constant encroachment gets respected perfectly, and then we trade higher, buy, and then that's a long. That's a long. So that's what I'm studying going into 10 a.m. news release. We do have this little drop lower, breaking this low, sell side imbalance. I'm not looking at that as a short though because of the 5-minute and 15-minute market structure. 5-minute and 15 is both bullish, and we still have discount draws though. Which is why today I'm not really looking to trade. Yeah, and that's what it's all about, is just I could post a video about like what I do, but that's really not gonna bring me contentment. Been profitable all of 2025. Nice, dude. It's tough. I mean, like an unprofitable month doesn't make you unprofitable as a trader, but I do think like if you're consistent and you show up at the same time every day, like once you get in that groove, I really don't think that you'll have like unprofitable months unless you're like over risking, over leveraging. Like if you're consistent in your leverage and like you are profitable, I don't know how it's probable to have just like a losing month, to be honest. But I know it can happen and will happen. Because like for me, the only times when I'm negative or when I lose or when I blow an account is because I over leveraged and I went on tilt. It's not because my analysis was wrong. It was because I messed up. I'm just still waiting for this 10 a.m. news. You know, it is what it is. Any of this price is just gonna fluctuate. Yeah. Consistency. Because anytime I break my rules is because I'm trying to be inconsistent and I'm trying to just get back something, you know. We're using this as inversion. Let's see if we create a new low into these relative equal lows. And into this. I need to go full screen. Oh, but then I can't change layouts. Let's see if we trade into these lows here. Kind of successive lows that we're creating. Look how we use first presented fair value gap. Trade it lower. Okay, now the 5-minute chart. I personally just don't like these wicks on 15-minute chart. But we have this low here. Dropping down into this buy side imbalance again. Kind of just at equilibrium of this low to this high. So constant push for this wick. Notice how we use that 15-minute SIBI though. This low to that high. Creates that high here after creating a short-term high, trading up, and then displacement. So you look at constant encroachment. For me to short, we have to be below constant encroachment of this. But like I've been saying, I'm waiting till 10 a.m. news. For me, 10 a.m. news is the toughest. Because that's like right in the heart of when I trade normally. And then it just causes a lot of manual intervention. Alright, 15-second SIBI here. This should send price lower into successive lower lows here. If this doesn't stop it. I still do like this. See, in a perfect world, news manipulates here, and then we come down into here. That's a perfect world. We stop right here, create these relative lows with this gap, and then that allows me to take a trade. I also have this 1-minute SIBI here. Hey, have a good one, Eddie. Have a good one. Yeah. Like, trading is just about being sober-minded. Not being influenced by the money, you know? Like, you could make money. I possibly have potential to make money, but I don't really care about making money day by day. I care about making money over a period of time by being consistent and showing up at the same time. Like for me, that's why I've just stripped down my trading from 9:30 to 11. I'm gonna trade from then to then, And if there is a lunch setup, I'll trade it on paper or I'll trade it on my AMP account, my AMP account. But for my Tradeovate account, my main account, I'm just going to trade 930 to 11 and work within that. Where's the first presented fair value gap? Where's liquidity? Simple as that. When is news? What's the news profile for the week? What's the 1 hour structure? Is there a 1 hour fair value gap? If so, trade into that or use that as a trade. But today is just like a weird day where it's just like, you know, it's Wednesday. We have 10 a.m. news. 1 hour, 1 hour chart is less than appetizing. Like, look at this. We've traded above a high, so we're in a premium, and we have relatively lows here, but it's not like we're trading off a clear inefficiency, you know. So I do think today lunch trading could be easier. Notice this 15-minute fair value gap. We created a high right at that. That's just nice. I don't want it to make a lower low. Obviously, news though can always distribute into here, which that seems most probable if we're creating lower lows, but I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. Yes. 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 Nice. Nice. If news wicks up into first presented fair value gap, that might be an entry for me. Yeah, huge volume imbalance created. We traded into the opening range gap. Yeah, I think I might head out. Let's see if we get a run into our sell side liquidity, but I just don't like this big gap lower. Sell side imbalance there on the 15-second chart. Notice how we did hit constant approach to that? That's beautiful. Oh, I was on 5-second chart, not 15. Yeah, see if we use this London fair value gap to trade into our sell side liquidity. Gonna allow it to trade into that lunch fair value gap. All right, I'm done for the day. Low key, just some bad executions. I shouldn't have been in this. Failing to trade to our liquidity, but I was expecting a low resistance liquidity round. I should just had that one contract stop at break even. Anyways, on to the next. I will be here at the same time tomorrow.